Welcome to the Goofy Guy Podcast, an honest but not so serious look at Disney. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Goofy Guy Podcast. Today is episode 68 for September 14th, 2020.
Always amazed.
We are in the middle.
Feeling great, you right?
68 and feeling great, and we're in the middle of September already.
Nope, not at all.
I think I'm more surprised by. Oh, that's my phone. Can you hear my phone?
The bat phone's ringing.
The bat phone is ringing. It's my child's high school.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. They call all the time. I thought that I had that on
I was going to say, Mr. Iger's calling us already.
Yeah,
we haven't said anything
we
yet.
haven't said anything
Calm
yet.
down, Bob.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing important
Mr. Chapek, we haven't
yet,
said.
Dude. All we said was, hey, calm down.
Mr. Chapek, we haven't said anything bad yet.
No. Put your thumbs down, Bob. Now he's going to be like, to whom it may concern.
That's right. So anyway, it is September 14th, 2020. I am Jim Spangler, the Goofy Guy, your host, and that lovely voice that you hear and lovely face that you see if you are watching us on and listening on YouTube, which we're on YouTube now. Be sure to go out to the Goofy Guy and subscribe and like, is Ms. Julie Flaherty.
Hey, everybody. I know. I'm always lovely and something, right?
Lovely and something.
Yeah.
You were just, I don't think you were anything today, were you?
I think I was just lovely today.
You were just lovely today, yeah.
And if you could see me, Jim, he'll see me later. I'm not as lovely as you would think I would be today.
Are you as lovely as you were on Friday?
Oh, wow. Yeah. No, I'm not. I was lovelier on Friday. I was.
Okay.
Yeah. Jim and I actually spent time together a few days ago. So that was super fun. We had a good time.
It's kind of rare.
We had cake. Yeah.
We did have cake. I asked, she wanted to fix me dinner, and I said no. And I said, I'll eat on the way down to Indy.
Yeah.
And she wasn't very happy about that answer, to be honest.
No, I'm like, I'm trying to be nice to you, jerk. No.
That's exactly what she was.
That's exactly what I said.
That's exactly what she said. I'm trying to be nice. And I said, just dessert, like chocolate cake.
No, he didn't say just dessert. He goes, have a chocolate cake. Just have a chocolate cake. And I'm like, done. I sweated over a hot Kroger for like 10 minutes, man. That was rough. I had to look at them. And,
for those of you that don't know,
Kroger
is a grocery store. For those of you that don't know.
Yeah. It's our little grocery store. It's, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So, it was lovely. We spent, a couple hours together, and you and me and Marty, and we had a lovely time. It was great to see you again, face to face.
We laugh even harder in person, y'all.
Oh, my God. And It is very adult, too. There is no holding back.
Yeah. But it's fuel for the soul, right? It's always good. It's always good.
It is always good. And so, it was great to see you and spend time with you. And then I thought, why didn't we record? I'm like, we should have recorded
because that would have been like C-roll and D-roll.
Yeah,
it would have been like adult only conversation.
X-roll is what that would have been. Yeah, that would have been X-roll.
There would have been a lot of explaining to do because people don't understand our jokes when we're just together.
They don't. Yeah. No, it's true.
Even at one point, my husband, who's known Jim for almost 20 some odd years, right?
Yep.
20 plus years at this point. At one point, he's looking between the two of us like a tennis match. He's like, poing.
I know. It's funny. I noticed at one point, that I was just looking at you. I would never look at him. I was just looking at you. And I was like, I should turn my head and look at Marty.
We had a conversation much like this one where it was just us and we totally forgot he was in the room. It was hysterical. True. Yeah.
And he just sits and listens. He's just so patient. He just sits
because he takes it all in and it comes back later.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's such a good
and not in a bad way. It's always in a humorous way.
Yeah. No. He's such a good man. Such a good man.
He is a good guy. I think we'll keep him at this point, right?
I think at this point, he gets to stay. Hey, speaking of Marty.
Yes.
Guess what?
What did he do? What did he do?
He finally gave me his top 5 Disney songs.
Oh, did it come in like, to whom it may concern, or dear sir?
No, it was actually
Like,
after
was
a
he trying to be
long.
anonymous about it?
No, he
Or...
wasn't being anonymous at all. It actually came
Okay.
after a long constructive criticism of the podcast
Well,
that
because
I had just done.
he's so unbiased and what's the word I'm looking for? Middle of the road. Yeah. No, I don't think it was more of a diatribe, wasn't it? You're trying not to say diatribe?
Yeah. No, it was nice. It was the one without you. It was the one that you weren't on that he was listening to.
When you were sad?
When I was sad. And and he made the comment that I think I said the not so scary Christmas party.
Well, who hasn't done that?
Who hasn't done that? That's exactly right.
Right.
So anyway, here I'm going to read his top 5 because
Okay.
we said we would read people's top 5 songs.
Oh, that's right.
And if you haven't, if you don't know what we're talking about, go back and find our top 5 Disney songs podcast.
Yeah, and they were pretty different. Yeah,
they really were. They really were. So I'll do this in order. I'll go from 5 to 1.
Oh, good, because I don't remember what they were. I skimmed it, but
So honorable
he says
mention,
I don't listen to him anyway, so it's like it's brand new to me.
Yeah, exactly. So his honorable mention is "Love Is an Open Door," which great song, great song. I love that song. That's it's silly and fun, and he says it's personal reasons for this one, but aren't they all personal reasons for all of them?
They are, but I know what he's talking about on that one. I know what he's talking
I don't. So.
Would you like me to share?
No, it's okay.
Oh,
really.
Okay. We'll move on.
Otherwise, he would have told me in the list.
Oh,
so number 5 comes in at Bella Notte from Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 4 is Hakuna Matata from The Lion King.
Yes.
Number 3 is You're Welcome from Moana.
I told you he's a Moana guy, man. He's all about Maui.
I love Moana. I watched it again the other night. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's just good.
He will sing it randomly. You say anything, hey, thanks. And he goes, you're welcome.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I do exactly the same thing. And if anybody says that something is shiny, I go right into that song too. So, number 2 is Thomas O'Malley Cat from the Aristocats. Good choice.
What's his favorite movie?
That's a good choice. That's a really good choice.
Yeah.
And number 1 is The Bare Necessities from the Jungle Book. He says, how can you not love it? And I agree. How do you not love that song?
Well, and he's very Baloo-esque, right?
He is.
I mean, you've known him for a long time. He's always scratching his back on a corner in the house, right?
Yeah.
Like a dad does, right? You walk up to a corner, he just starts scratching his back. And he's very mellow. It takes a lot to ruffle his feathers, but when you do cross his path, you better get out of the way.
You get out of Papa Bear's way. Yep. I'm with him. I'm right there with him. Kate always calls me a Baloo also. So
I can see that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, oh my God, I'm looking at my picture and it looks like my t-shirt. Hey, have you seen that commercial where the guy's going on a date with a girl and he's wearing the V-neck, but it's all stretched out and all? That's what it looks like. That's what my t-shirt looks like. Nice.
Oh, well, oddly, I'm also wearing a V-neck. You'll see it later.
But mine's not a V-neck.
It is also a U-neck.
Mine's not a V-neck though, but it looks all it's all
well, then never
out.
mind. You should have just said it was a V-neck.
Yeah, it's all whacked out. So, but I am wearing a cool sweatshirt. You can't see it right now, but it's a fun sweatshirt. It's got
good.
It's got the Fab Four on it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Nice. I am oddly not wearing a Disney shirt. Is that weird? That's so out of character for me.
I'm always wearing a Disney shirt.
I am always wearing a Disney shirt.
Disney.
Yeah, or a business shirt.
I always have Disney on because I've got Mickey on my calf, so I can't get away from it.
Yes.
But it's true. It's true. Okay,
we're a little freaky, but it's weird to say I'm not wearing something Disney.
It is a little odd, especially for you.
I know.
Like you're even more so that way than I am. So
yeah, it's just a plain old gray shirt today. That's it. There's nothing.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. There you have
it. Weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's the middle of September in COVID.
It is September. It is September. It's yep.
Yeah. So anything could happen. Anything could stop.
Hey, I have an idea though of something that could happen. We could talk about the news.
The news. Ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. There we go. See, we can't have the news without it. The news just sounds sad without it. It just sounds.
It's true. It is true.
Sad.
I've heard it without it. It is sad.
It's just sad. It's just sad.
Yeah,
so,
but we've got a lot. We
do have quite and some stuff to talk about. Like it's not just news items; it's stuff to talk about. So, the Little Mermaid show at Hollywood Studios, the billboard for it is down. They have removed the billboard. Now, the rumor is still that it is not reopening. They're not. That is the rumor, though, and Disney has not come out and said anything. And another theory for that is to not confuse guests, because they usually have to have somebody standing out there saying, "No, I'm sorry, it's closed."
Right.
But they feel like maybe with the billboard down, they won't have to do that. I think that's wrong because if you turn the corner, you see the big 3-dimensional sign. I'm like, you know, I think that's the wrong. I think that's the wrong thing. But the thing they did point out is all the plastic fish are still in the planter, right? So they haven't taken that, and that would be easy to take out. And they've not taken that out either. But you know, rumor is still, and everybody still pretty much agrees that it's not reopening. It's not coming back.
Right.
It's not coming back, especially with all the water and fog effects. It's just not coming back, especially with COVID. They just can't.
Right.
They just can't.
No, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, just can't. Another piece of news, a much more sad piece of news, is the Very Merry Christmas Party has been canceled. It is officially canceled.
That made me sad.
Yeah, I think it's very sad. I understand why they're doing it. I don't, but if they can figure out a way to let people in the parks, don't you think that they can figure out a way to do a party?
Maybe. I mean, you know as well as I do, they can figure out a way to open the parks. They've done the character processionals, right, instead of the parades.
Yeah.
But they're not announced for a reason.
Right.
Because they don't want people to collect.
That's right.
So if you're going to do a party, people are going to collect even when you say don't. And
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't think I agree with that.
I want to think people are going to listen, but it's still hard for people.
Because if they're not going to do a parade, if they don't do a parade and they're not doing fireworks, those are the two things that cause people to collect.
Absolutely.
So if they're not doing those two things, I'm not sure. First of all, I'm not sure why you would go to the party. But second of all, I'm not
why
sure.
would you go?
Yeah, why would you go? I do agree with that. I just think they could figure it out. I wonder if it's not a financial issue, if it's not a staffing issue, because they don't have any of the college kids. And the college kids are cheap, and they're usually the ones that work those parties.
Right. I think it's more of the college kid issue and the listening issue.
Yeah.
I mean, you put a crowd together and they just don't always listen.
Yeah, it's true. Well, just look at Universal Studios right now.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yes, we will.
Don't jump ahead, man.
Yeah, sorry. With the Christmas party being canceled, there are going to be no dream lights on Cinderella's castle this year. So the dream lights are the lights that they put over the castle that look like icicles. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. Yeah. And those are expensive, actually. People don't understand that those lights are expensive, and mainly because they have to fireproof them. So it's expensive to put up. It's a lot of manpower to put up, and then they have to have them fireproofed. So what they're going to do instead is that they have new video mapping of the castle that they're going to do holiday video mapping of.
That's going to be cool, though. Oh, that's going to be so neat.
Yeah, it's going to be very cool. I'm looking forward to that. Because I think the video mapping that they do on the castle is just spectacular.
Same.
Yeah, it's just amazing. If you hear background talking, it's for some reason my wife is, I don't know what she's doing, but just in case you can hear her,
It's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like my Moosey.
I'm not telling her you said that.
Just that there's sound. Just that there's sound.
Sound. I don't hear anything.
Not that she's a. Nobody thinks that I.
She's not a borker.
No, she's not a borker. No,
she is not a borker.
Not at all.
No.
So, anyway, so I think the video mapping will be cool, and I've seen some hints of it. It does look beautiful, and they're going to rotate it. They've got lots of things to put up on it, so it'll rotate. But that also tells you that the park is going to be open later. Right? Otherwise, they wouldn't waste their time doing it.
They wouldn't even talk about it.
That's exactly
it wouldn't even be out because they wouldn't.
Yeah,
do
and they've already announced that they are actually going to extend the hours by an hour over the holidays. So, a whole hour. So, they're expecting to be able to use that. So, so there you go. Disney has stopped selling the Celebration Center posters.
I know, that's sad, and that has caused a hubbub online. Oh, so much hubbub.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, so the Celebration Center was the new, they're redoing Epcot, all of Epcot, and it's or at least future world of Epcot. And it was the building that was going to be where the fountain used to be, kind of off to the side of where the fountain was. It was going to be 3 stories. They were going to have a garden on the top of it that you could watch the nighttime spectacular, harmonious, and then on the second level, they were going to have a place where they could do convention events, or they could do, festival. It could be the festival center, special events and stuff like that. But now, and the word was that when COVID hit and they had to shut down, everybody was worried that was going to be the sacrifice, that was going to be the sacrificial lamb, because the things they'd already started, they couldn't really stop. But since they hadn't really started that, except for the tear down of the fountain, that was going to, that was not going to happen. And it looks like that's really probably true.
It is, which is really sad. That was going to be a great little hub to go and hang out, and
I totally
new little area to filter people, right?
That's
they're really good at that, right?
Yeah, and it looked beautiful. I mean, it really is a gorgeous. The renderings of it are gorgeous.
Yeah.
So I was really looking forward to it. I think it may come back in the future. I think it's going to be a few years.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just very postponed due to every other project. I was discussing this with someone else over the weekend, and the hope is that it's just on the mighty to-do list, that it just got bumped down. So we all know that they're a little behind on things.
Well, and we also know that things at Disney never die.
No, they just get reinvented.
They just get reinvented, or they get put aside for a little bit and then brought back. But ideas never die at Disney.
No.
So that is, unfortunately, though, that is not a good indication of what's happening with that.
No.
But they also are not doing anything with that area. Like, I don't know. It's still all walled off. It's still a big dirt pile. I don't know what they're going to do with that area. It'll be interesting to see. I think they're just going to pave it over and just go with it, right? Maybe put a few planters or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
It won't be as nice as it was, though. Also, the gingerbread house displays have been canceled.
I know.
For this year. Oh, it's so sad. And that's sad for you because you're going to be there.
I know.
December,
I know.
And you're not going to be there.
I know we've been doing this a long time. So early on, go way back, y'all. We've discussed the gingerbread houses, so go way back. We love those. I love those.
They're amazing.
So,
they're amazing. Yeah. I think it's because of COVID, because it takes a long time to plan and make the things they need for those houses. Like, that's a huge process. Right?
And being able to not just protect them from the touchy, but being able to protect them from anybody breathing, coughing, sneezing.
And
it's a bigger issue, right?
Yeah,
so
and
transference is a problem.
But really, I think it really comes down to the fact that they just didn't have time to do it.
Well, I mean, it's all the things, right? But we also have to think about the safety perspective, right?
Yeah.
So they don't have time to do it. They don't have the manpower to do it. And if they did it, how can they protect everyone, right?
Yeah.
So
well, it's I'm sad. I'm not happy that that's not happening.
Right. Another sad. Wah.
Yeah, exactly. And since we're on sad, might as well just finish the trifecta, right? Or the 4 or whatever. I don't know, 5, however many it is.
As many as we have now. Just keep pulling the Band-Aid,
We're just going to go with it again. There's going to be no candlelight processional this year.
I know.
That is really...
I think we took a moment of silence when you were here on Friday. Yeah, we were sad.
We did. We were sad. And so it's not about the crowd. This one is actually not about the crowd because they can work with that. They can make that... It's a small... Yes, it's a small facility. It's a small stage. But they could do some things to make that work. But it's really the people on stage. They just can't protect the people on stage, and they're so close. When you put 150 people on that tiny stage, you just, I mean, there's just no way to protect. And so just to be safe, just for safety measures, I think is a smart decision. But I know people are very sad about it because it's tradition, right?
Oh,
There are people that go every year specifically for that. So,
right.
You know, and how do they deal with the lines of people waiting to get in? And how do they? I mean, it's a big mess if they try to do it. So, no candlelight processional this year.
Right. And if they took out some of the performers, it wouldn't be the same. So that was something you and I had discussed.
That's
you know, you could take down the amount of performers, but it's just not the same experience.
That's right.
So
it's not the same.
And there's Moose.
Moose
having her say about
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Lucy totally agrees with us.
Also sad. She's also
very sad.
Yeah.
Very sad. I agree. Hey, some good news. The Dapper Dans are returning. The Dapper Dans, the quartet, they're returning on September 20th as their
so excited
as their Cadaver Dan counterparts.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. So if you don't know, so the Dapper Dans are the barbershop quartet that are on Main Street. I love them. They may be my favorite live performance thing that they do. And part of the reason is because they're so unscripted, right? I mean, they're scripted, but they can go off script so easily, right? With whatever's going on.
And you would never know what was really scripted and what isn't.
They sing happy birthday to people. They sing, I mean, they're so great. I love them. And they're really talented, really good barbershop quartetters. And so during the Halloween party, the not so scary party, they come out as the Cadaver Dans.
Yeah.
They come out as their dead counterparts. So they come out as zombies and sing these hysterical songs, Halloween songs. And they're so good. And they make cheesy bad dad jokes.
Oh yeah,
that are morbid
so great.
And Halloween.
So great. Yeah.
I just so good. They're so good. They're all decked out. They're really good. So if you're there during that time, you need to see them. I can hardly wait.
I know. I can't wait for you to be down there for it.
I know. I love them. I think they're just the best. And if you have listened to our favorite Disney moments in the past, you'll understand why I love the Dapper Dans so much. Yeah. They are truly, truly special to my heart. So go back and find that our favorite Disney moment episode. All right. Here's something that's not surprising.
Yes.
I don't think anybody's surprised by this piece of news. Rise of the Resistance is having frequent downtimes daily.
I'm sorry. I should not laugh at that.
And they're having low boarding group throughut.
Yeah.
So, and by that, what I mean is if you don't get in a 10 o'clock boarding group, you're not getting in.
You're not getting in.
You're not getting in.
It's not even working right.
It's not even working right when you get in. So, so they had problems to begin with after it had been shut down for a while, and when they finally reopened it. But it was up and running. It was fine, right? I mean, it is the most complex ride ever in the history of rides, right? Yes. It's got the most moving parts, I mean, I don't know how they do it. It's incredible.
And it really is the most advanced tracking and
everything.
Viewpoint and force perspective, all the stuff.
The stuff. It is by far.
But it was down, which doesn't help. And then when it came back up, remember we reported it.
Yes, there was a huge rainstorm, huge thunderstorm, and it got hit by lightning, and it blew out the electrical system.
And it's never been the same.
And it's never been the same since.
She has had a moment.
She is having a moment. She's having her own Disco Yeti moment. What she's
having a little post-traumatic stress and is not quite over it.
She is. She's not gotten over it. Even when it does reopen during the day, not everything is always working. Well,
we discussed when you were down there, if it wasn't working right, you were really, really contemplating not riding it.
I won't ride it.
Yeah?
If it's not working right, I won't ride it. I'm going to keep up on the forums and, the WDW Magic forums and the Diz forums.
I would love for you to go on it and just
Reddit.
Take a POV video of that and show us all what is happening.
Yeah.
I would love
that
for that.
actually is not a bad idea.
I understand why you don't want to ride it.
Yeah.
Because you haven't ridden it.
Because I haven't ridden it yet.
Properly. Yeah, you don't want to ruin that moment. I get it. But I would be the guy on there laughing hysterically because it's ghosting and not working.
Oh, it's just tragic.
The pew-pews are way off and all the things.
The pew-pews.
Pew-pews are way off, yeah.
Do you know if you have an iPhone and you put pew-pew in your iPhone, it shoots lasers?
Yeah.
The other person opens it.
Yeah.
As a text message. It's
the only reason my husband wants an iPhone, and he's not an iPhone guy, is for that. So that's the household I live in. Yeah. He's like, can I just do this on your phone? Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. No, it made me laugh when I found that out. I laughed. So if you have an iPhone and you don't know what we're talking about, text somebody and just put pew pew.
Pew pew, and feel free, text me. I have an iPhone. Go for it.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's very funny. She'll pew pew back.
I will pew pew you back. Yeah. And I will still miss. Yeah.
Exactly. So anyway, I'm a little concerned about Rise of the Resistance.
I know.
The rumor is, I was just trying to follow up on it today, actually. And people are saying it may just have to be closed for refurbishment. And it hasn't even been, it's barely a year. But they're going to have to do something because they can't have it running the way that it is when it's one of the top attractions in all the parks.
And it's the newest one.
Yeah,
get that sucker going, man. I mean, and you already know. So once again, put your thumbs away. We already know that once the park closes, they're working on it constantly. So let's not mince words. There are jobs on the line here. Let's get the sucker going.
Let's be real. Yeah.
But clearly there is a huge issue that they just can't get taken care of.
They just haven't figured it out. That's really sad. Yeah. But they'll get it. They'll eventually get it, hopefully. It's not a Disco Yeti situation.
Or the $2 million rabbit.
Or the $2 million rabbit situation, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, just look up Disco Yeti and $1 million rabbit, and you'll figure that out. I don't think it's that situation. So,
no.
Oh, well. Yeah. I'll keep you all posted.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So, some of the Dino-Rama games in Dinoland at Animal Kingdom have reopened.
Yes.
They were closed for a while because of the COVID. I mean, they they had to figure out how to make it work so that it wouldn't spread, right? That thing. And I have to tell you, so they have new prizes, new plush prizes for it. They are so cute.
They're so cute.
They're so adorable. I was like, why haven't you had these prizes all along?
All along, right? So, I mean, I'll be honest with our listeners out there. Okay, the script was up. He was looking at it and he was adding things as time goes on. Don't tell him I looked beforehand because then that sets precedent.
I can't believe she looked beforehand. I don't believe it.
And I did. So then all of a sudden the dino stuff added on and I'm like, I haven't seen these. What is up? So I literally had to Google it while we were talking right before we hit record.
Yeah.
But they're so cute.
They're so cute. They have they have Mickey and Minnie. I don't like Minnie's outfit, which is typical of me. I don't hardly ever like what Minnie's wearing.
It's true.
And they have like this little smirky smile. It's so cute. It's only on half their face. Very cute. And they have Dinoland T-shirts on. Yeah. But then they have the Triceratops spin Triceratops. They have that. Yeah. They have the Dino Bash Dino in there, which is so cute. And then they have the Dino-Rama dinosaur, the big dinosaur that says Dino-Rama on the side. They've got that, and it says Dino-Rama on the side of it.
It's so cute.
It is so adorable. I will put a link in the notes. It is absolutely adorable.
Well, and side note, because he sent me down the rabbit hole, I happened to see the Donald. I saw the little plush Donald from Donald's Dino Bash, who happens to look just like his character.
Yeah.
When he's walking around in costume.
Yeah, same costume.
Y'all know that never happens to where it looks just like it. And the Chip and Dale plush looked just like Chip and Dale. So if you see those, go get them because they're adorable.
Yeah, they are adorable. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. The Chip and Dale especially. Yeah. I love Chip and Dale in their dinosaur outfits.
Right. Yeah.
Love them. So anyway, they are very adorable. I will put links in the notes to it. They're really just as cute as can possibly.
Yeah, you're gonna want them, folks. You're just gonna want them.
I was like, I would just go buy them. I would just go up and buy them.
I know. Yeah, just take my money.
Just take my money. Let me buy
just
them.
Take it.
Yeah. How many times do I have to play to win one of these things? Just give me one.
Do it. Yeah, I'll just pay you for it now.
That's
because
exactly right.
I know my husband Marty would want the Chippendale. He loves Chippendale like you do.
Yeah.
It's like I've married you. It's so weird. It's the same person sometimes. Yeah.
That's a little.
You guys like all those things.
That's a little creepy.
It is a little creepy and weird, but yeah.
Yeah, that is a little weird. So last piece of news.
Yes.
Is that the Disney Cruise Line has removed early December cruise dates from their website.
Yeah. Yeah. So
What's the word, Julie? What's the word?
So I get emails all the time, and the word is without ports being open, there's nowhere for them to go. So
makes sense.
As soon as I know of any ports being open, I will let Jim know, and we will update you guys because nobody wants everybody out traveling more than I do.
Yeah.
So it's just part of it. Until we get the A-OK that cruise lines can open back up, it's just easier to take it all down than to have you put a deposit, get excited, want to go, and then have them have to push you all back again. So hang in there.
That's exactly right. She's dying to get on one, folks.
I'm dying, man. I'm itching. My bag is packed. Let's do this.
I know. Let's do this. Let's do this. Exactly. Hey, that's it for the news this week.
That's it. It's shorter than I thought.
I guess. Yeah, we're about what, 30 minutes or so. That's
look at us go.
Yeah, look at us trying to hit that 30-minute mark.
I know. So how can they find you, Jim?
Well, thanks for asking, Julie. You can always find me at the Goofy Guy blog. But you can also email me at jim@thegoofyguy.com. You can find me on Pinterest, Twitter, or Instagram, The Goofy Guy blog. You can also find me on Facebook at The Goofy Guy. So you can find me at any of those places. Please feel free to reach out, leave a comment, subscribe to the podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that you know when new episodes come out. I'm also putting out new episodes of just videos, right, of information and fun stuff. So be sure to check that out too. And also I've started adding Magic Music Review to the Goofy Guy podcast feed, so don't freak out. I'm doing that on purpose. It didn't just magically appear over there.
You didn't start over?
I didn't start over. I put out episode 1, which was like my very first podcast ever. It was like over 2 years ago that I did it. So be sure to check that out too, because you can also find me at the Magic Music Review. So I'm the Disney Music Dude on Twitter for that one. So you can find me all those places. Lots of places.
You're all over.
I am
all over.
Hey,
easy to find, y'all. If you really can't find him, Google the Goofy Guy and his cute little face comes up.
And you will absolutely see me. It's true. Hey, Julie, where can they find you?
Well, you guys know how this works. So if you go out to cftravelcode.com, say it with me, everyone. That's crazy for travel. You go out there, you'll see my little face and you'll see my hubby's little face, and you know the deal. I can find my phone, right? Hit that chat button and go straight to my phone. So if you have any questions, we've had people do that in the past. If you have any questions, hit that chat button, but give me a hot second because it takes a minute to get through the system to me, but it comes straight to me. So can't wait to talk to everybody.
Yep. And with that, I think it's time to say goodbye, Julie.
Oh, bye, Julie.
I'll talk to you later.